So Jim Jordan had this very important hearing to investigate Hunter Biden's laptop. He had planned to own the libtards, but instead he embarrassed himself and every Republican there. They were complaining about Twitter, and they brought some former Twitter employees in there. They were holding their feet to the fire and said, there were some things, some pictures posted from Hunter Biden's laptop on Twitter, and you took them down. That's against our First Amendment right. Well, Jimmy and Republicans, you ought to read the First Amendment, because that is not true. It applies to the government and not private companies. So they tried to make the stretch. They said, well, Joe Biden told you to take them down. And they said, well, no, not exactly. What they posted was Hunter Biden dick pics, and we took them down because that is against Twitter rules. Joe Biden had nothing to do with it. But Joe Biden made you. No, he really didn't. We took them down because they were Hunter Biden dick pics. Now, my question is, why are the Republicans so interested in keeping Hunter Biden's dick pics up on Twitter? Anybody? George? Lindsay? Why do you want to keep them up there? And then a young Democratic representative came up to show that they're more guilty of what they're complaining about than being offended by what they're complaining about. He said to the Twitter employee, he said, now in 2019, there was a tweet by celebrity Chrissy Teigen. She's married to John Legend. Do you remember that tweet in 2019? And the woman said, well, yeah, I remember it. Now, this is a direct quote. I don't talk like this. But in that quote, Chrissy Teigen called Donald Trump a pussy-ass bitch. Now, there's no problem with accuracy there. He is without question a pussy-ass bitch. But it was against their guidelines. And guess what? Donald Trump and the administration got hold of Twitter and said, you need to take that down. They committed the very thing that they're alleging Joe Biden did. But that's okay. We could put up all the dick pics of Hunter Biden we want. But don't call Donald Trump a pussy-ass bitch, even if it is fucking true. Jim Jordan was trying to own the libtards. The Republicans, they thought they were onto something, but they were embarrassed. They just jumped in headlong, couldn't prove a fucking thing, and were exposed for the fools they are. So they'll get through this one and have another investigation. They'll get embarrassed on that one. They'll get embarrassed on the next one. And you know what? They'll keep doing it because they're dumb motherfuckers. And you know what? I'm glad, because this is going to cost them election after election, and 2024 will be Democrats.